Today we see the difference between a 2 handicap and an 8 handicap on the PGA Centenary course by Jack Nicholson at Glen Eagles, the course they put the Ryder Cup on a few years ago. This is our second 18 for the day, and the Hig didn't know I was filming him, as you can tell by the copious number of shots where the golf cart is in the frame. On the first hole, we can see the clear difference between the 2 handicap and the 8 handicap is hitting the green versus missing the green. Did I hit the green because of my tee shot, or did I hit the green because of my superior approach play? I would say putting the ball in the fairway was important on that hole to get the ball on that difficult to hit green. Now I'm in Scotland, and my goal is to play 20 rounds in Scotland and leave here with a scratch handicap. I believe I'm going to reach a scratch handicap. It may not look like it now, but I think I'm going to get the hang of these conditions, and I'm going to be able to walk away from Scotland a scratch golfer. On hole 2, I hit a little banana draw into the bunker. Meanwhile, the Hig hit a lovely drive, just ended in a very tricky position. Nothing much you can do from here with the ball 2 feet above your feet, and unfortunately he puts it into a position even worse, where the ball's even further above his feet.
Oh my word.
That's 2 pull hook shots from difficult lies, and the Hig is still in with a chance at a par on this hole. I stick the ball in the bunk on the left side, trying to hit my Thailand distances with my pitching wedge, 155 yards, like an idiot. On my second round of the day, the second 36-hole day I've played in 15 years.
Get in the cup. Get in the cup.
But luckily, short game, the sand game, the putting game, this is where I thrive and survive. I'm a hyena of the short game. I eat the scraps. I persist with the driver here, which is a club I'm trying to get right so that I can actually play it in the rest of the trip, but I fade that into the rough. The Hig booms the drive up there. He's a real good driver player, this bad boy. He also doesn't play 36 holes very often, so it's not our best day today, but we can see a clear difference here.
Oopsie, pull that left. Ah, so difficult. Spin.
I had a pretty shitty lie in that bunker there, and that's about the best I could do from there. Not a problem, we just have to 2-putt, limit ourselves to bogeys, no
Good
doubles,
touch.
and we're going to have a hell of a good day.
Well done, bro. Good.
And there's nothing wrong with that, just a warm-up after a big fat lunch. Lovely haggis, what a day.
Oh, wow, that's so bad.
On this par 3, we can see a humongous difference in skill level between the 2 handicap and the 8 handicap. The 8 handicap is just hitting a much more forgiving club, and actually there's no difference. I just hit the ball into the other fairway and the Hig followed me. Who followed who, we'll never know. But I hit first, so I believe that Hig just followed me to the other fairway based purely on watching my ball flight. Would he have hit that ball into the fairway if he was thinking about dinner? If he were looking into the distance or looking the other way? We'll never know. I'm 2 over after 4, and that's generally where I don't mind being, especially on a new course, so I'm feeling a bit cold. I get to the next tee, pull out the 1 iron, and just block the shit out of it to the right. Just an absolute money play. The Hig, watching my shot again, puts it in exactly the same position. Potentially the Hig should go first and show us the way, because I'm leading us down a very dark road. The Hig goes for the green, 220 out, big water on the right, little alley on the left, and he sticks it straight in the drink. Matty Boom Boom, from a terrible lie, trying to go for it with a 4 iron, sculling it across the fairway into the next rough, and we've got a very easy 56 degree in with a slight flyer lie. We're on the green in 3, playing it like a par 5 unintentionally, but all we need to do is just limit this round to 18 straight bogeys, and we've done well. The Hig pitched it onto the green after taking a drop and a little double ski for him. On the par 3, a 9 iron down breeze downhill from 183 potentially may be the dumbest play of the day from the 2 handicap. There are still 13 holes left to go, so that could be eclipsed.
with the wind.
As you can see, I'm on the front of the green, huge putt downwind, downhill, and I've given myself a fantastic chance at a par from about 9 feet. Not very clever. The Higmeister on the green hits enough club, and he's on the back, 2 putts for the 3. Well, a little angry there. I don't know what I'm angry about. Just absolutely crap play. And on the next hole, we persist with driver, aiming it way out right, hoping for the pull, which we do into the bunker. The Hig doing the same, except no pull on his.
Do you like
And
it?
he puts his in the rough on a downhill lie. 136.9 iron into the breeze. Just an absolute scorcher. Lovely shot. Probably a shot of the day. Matty Boom Boom from the bunker. Very ambitious shot. Ball above, feet above the ball. Thinks he's going to get a 52 degree there. Chunks it short. And then look at this. What a putt. Little frustration. Little bum twitch of frustration there. And we're over the back. A beautiful chip from a shitty lie onto the front edge. We're on in 4, putting for the bogeys. Now in the background here, you can clearly see me contemplating life. How did everything go wrong? How did I travel all this way to Scotland to play this shit at Glen Eagles Golf Course? I'm counting the number of holes remaining for the day, thinking, how did you agree to 36 holes in a day? And I'm cursing the Hilton Doubletree for their fire alarm that went off between 4 and 5 a.m. to absolutely destroy my 600-pound round of golf at Glen Eagles. I tried to distract the Hig from my terrible play by pointing at something and asking him a question. He sees right through it. He's thinking this guy's not a 2 handicap's arse, and I'm thinking the same. I am not a 2 handicap. So far, this trip we're looking at about 16 handicap. The big difference here is the Hig hits the fairway, and I hit it into a fairway bunker. The Hig does have a long approach shot of 160 yards.
Run up, right?
I'm in the bunker, 18 yards close to the green. I hit that 142-yard pitching wedge like a bazouse. I love it. Always when you see a guy running out the bunker to see the result, he loves the shot. The Hig from far off puts it there within about 3 feet of the hole for the bird ski. I'm going for my bird. Leave myself birdie putts. This is the big difference. Not really. It's pretty much the same so far.
Good putt.
We've reached hole 9, and to be fair, this feels as though it's the end of the day for me. I take the driver out and I just aim left this time and just try hit a big slice. The Hig is completely off balance there. He's just trying to get a ball in play. He wants a sausage roll. He can smell the halfway from where we are. I can smell the beer, so I'm just trying to get there quickly as possible. That's money.
Where are you going?
Keep coming. Beautiful. I'm in the bunker. This is not ideal. A little bunker splash and the disappointment, the outrage, it's palpable. I pick up the rake and I just rake up the remnants of my game in the bunker. We are going to be +7 for the 9. We've shot 3.5 times our handicap over 9 holes. Meanwhile, the Hig has shot his handicap for the 9 holes, and we are looking fantastic for a little sausage roll. This man shaves more holes than a maternity ward. Matt with the 186-yard 8-iron, really downhill, downwind, thinking he's a big boy, has played 27 holes and is hitting an 8-iron. The Hig he's teapotting, he doesn't like it. It's in the bunker. No one likes anything. Matty Boom Boom with a beautiful flop shot into the bunker and a lovely shank across the green. The frustration is real. We're now counting the holes down. There's only 8 left after this, and then we can sleep in the car before driving to the next town. A lovely bogey putt, leaving about 8 feet for the double. Just converting that double like an app. Nope. And shaved another hole. Welcome to the maternity ward. The Hig with a par putt. He jams it. An absolute delight. 2-shot swing. Well, not much to say about that. There's no energy left. We're really looking quite poor. The Hig is thinking, what have I signed up for? I'm playing 36 holes with this dope. He's flown all the way from Thailand, and this is what I get to witness. 137-yard pitching wedge after playing 28 holes for the day. Still, I have not learned anything. I haven't learned to just club up one or two. In fact, I just think coffee will solve the problem, so I just buy coffee. Out of sheer desperation, I bring out the 3-wood and hit probably the best tee shot of the day into the right-hand bunker. The Hig pummels one up the left side, probably his best strike of the day, completely out of nowhere, a lovely little draw. From 200 yards, ball above the feet in the fairway, I strike probably my best approach shot of the day, a 3-iron, right up the chute. We can smell the beer now.
In the cup. In the cup! Oh.
Well, that's one par in a row for me, and we can clearly see things are looking up. The game is turning, the tide is turning. Plus 10. If I just par in from here, I'm shooting an 82. Nothing wrong with that. We absolutely annihilate a driver. Definitely the tide has turned. And this is the big difference between a 2 and an 8 handicap. My tide is turning, the 8 handicap tide never turns. 8 handicaps are not tide turners.
Oh no, come on.
That's 2 pars in a row for Matty Boom Boom, and things are definitely looking up. On the 14th hole, we have identical tee shots again, just pushing them out to the right. It's very difficult on this course to play without any knowledge of where your tee ball is going to go. Without knowledge of where your tee ball is going, you're just stuck behind the 8 ball every single shot. So if you can put in a fairway, you got a clear shot. But look at this. When you're in the rough, when you're in terrible positions, the lie dictates that you have no control. You're putting the ball in bunkers, you're putting it in deep rough, you're putting it over the green, you're putting it before the green in terrible positions. So the tee ball, just getting it in play would be such a big difference. The strategy I've devised to play in Scotland depends on fairways. If I keep going into the rough, if I keep going into the deep stuff, we're going to have some seriously big numbers. And that scratch handicap I'm chasing is not going to be.
But the guy behind... That'll work.
Should be enough.
That'll work.
Sounding great. Sounding fantastic.
Very good at it.
Stop.
Oh man. Yeah, that's off the green.
Shit.
That's terrible.
Iron it.
What a try, player. What a player. Mr. Boom pass. What a man.
Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. 5. Putt's really short.
Get in there.
Shit, where's that now? Oh, my God.
Listen to the sounds of cars crashing. It's dying so quick. I thought that was. Beauty. So that cuts there's a tree up there, but I think you'll be.
I think there's money. I love it. That's a worker.
That's all I need to do. Yep. Too much.
Well, that was a great time. I enjoyed hanging out with the Hig, great conversation. I'm not so sure I was impressive in front of the Hig, but I had a great time with him and I enjoyed his company. Really grateful to play at Glen Eagles with the man. Well, that's the big difference between a 2 and an 8 handicap. As you can see, there's not that much difference. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.